Hello everyone, I am Siddhanjan. This video is a part of my course called Public Speaking, and today I am going to be talking about the topic Focus on competition has always been a formula for mediocrity. To share my views about this topic, I would like to start with a story. So let's go back to 2007 and talk about the company Apple and its leader Steve Jobs. Apple has been a fairly stable company with its share of successes and failures. Their products like the Mac PCs and the iPods have been doing pretty well. But this is the time when Steve Jobs thought of entering the premium mobile phone market, which were also called smartphones then. Companies like Motorola, BlackBerry, and Nokia were leaders in this category. However, Apple had a problem with the offerings of these companies and which were considered to be the premium. Apple had a problem with the small keypads and the screens that these companies offered because it made it difficult for use. But it could have easily produced the similar phones and could have capitalized on the current trend that was there in the market. However, they chose not to imitate their competitors, and so what did they end up making? This is what they came up with, the iPhone. This may look pretty normal to us right now, but it was one of the bravest moves back then. Abolishing the keypad from the phone was huge. This phone was the genesis of the modern smartphone. This move by Apple could have been a huge failure. However, Apple was obsessed on providing the best experience to the users, even if it meant challenging the current set of technologies and coming up with something unusual. This experiment did pay off. iPhone became the most sold smartphone of the decade. They sold 1.2 billion pieces of iPhone. Apple became one of the most valuable companies in the world, and iPhone was the major reason for that. But would all this be possible had Apple not pursued their quest to make the best phone and instead focus on making what the competitors did? Apple and iPhone have been a phenomenal success, and the reason is that they have focused on what the customer wanted and delivering the perfect product for them, rather than focusing on what the competition had offered to the customers. When we focus on our competition, we limit our thinking of thinking out of the box and providing and coming up with extraordinary solutions to the problems. This is not just true for big companies or multinationals, it is true at the more basic level of every individual as well. For example, when you appear for any competitive exam, your result is determined by the hard work and the efforts that you have put in rather than how the competition has performed. Irrespective of the other people's performance, if you don't put in the efforts, the result would be negative. And even if the competition performs very aggressively, you have to put in efforts and have done things which are out of the box. You are bound to get results which are very positive. And so, in the end, I would like to say that a competitor to be feared is the one who never bothers about you at all, but goes on making his own business better all the time. Thank you so much.